For me, yeah, definitely. I think that I've had trouble a couple of times coming out of a character. It's usually easy for me to go in because I really like that process a lot and trying to make, my characters are not fake to me, I make them real people. And I wouldn't say that I mess it by any means, but yeah, I've gone into something and been like, this is great. It has a tendency of, it's more difficult if it's a dramatic role because you get so used to, this sounds so crazy, you get so used to, this is what the show is about though, is you get very mixed up with what are my feelings and what are this other person's feelings. What are their thoughts? What are my real thoughts? Sometimes it's hard. It's happened to me a couple of times where it's actually taken a couple of months until I'm like, oh, it's only Tina up here now.
Right. That's right, you hate computers.
And I find that very gratifying, just from a writing perspective, that I'm manipulating your thoughts.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
David, you call yourself the puppet master.
A little bit.
Yeah.
If I can get there, then I feel like I've actually done my job.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the things that I think is really fun about this show is the fact that you're going to get, at least for me, I get to explore all the different sides and faces of myself. And I think that by nature, people are so complex, and especially with a show like this, for me, it's about going in and tapping into the different parts of myself and really exploring them and allowing them to kind of have their face and have their moment. And you know, it actually allows me to kind of have a normal life in a weird way, that I don't have to keep all of this inside of me, that there's an outlet for the different feelings, emotions, desires, cravings, and that with a show like this, you know, as they create the different legends and the different, you know, people that we'll be playing, it's exciting to kind of be able to go and live in that world for a little while, you know, and just go taste that. So that's what I think is really kind of interesting about this.
Yeah, you can do all of those sort of things. What she's talking about is like living in those different worlds with legends or with being an actor is you can do really dark, gritty films, TV shows. You're getting to experience a part of yourself, like aspects of yourself that you would probably never even admit to, really, and get away with it.
It's not always pretty.
Well, I got a feel for Morris Chestnut because he has to go home at night and look in the mirror and say, oh, I look like Morris Chestnut. So, feel for your brother. Next question, please.
Hello, this is for Sean Bean. First, I have to, I love you. With all the roles that you've played leading up to this role now, what's been the most challenging part for you? On any movie you've ever been in, any other TV series?
I guess the most challenging role was when I played a transvestite. That was quite challenging, but it was a wonderful experience. And yeah, I did a thing called Tracy's Story where I played a transvestite. It's a very, very moving story. Jimmy McGovern, a great writer from the UK, and yeah, I guess that was the hard work. It was for the BBC in England, and we had 12 days to shoot it. It's pretty hard going, and just getting into the mind, you know, just being able to kind of walk properly and stuff like that. Yeah, that was the one.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up.
My question is for Sean. Hi, thank you for being here
Hello.
today. I was just wondering, because it's, as you know, it's become a running joke that your characters tend to die off. Hopefully this is an exception. And I was wondering what has been your favorite to explore, and do you wish you could have gone further with it?
Is this about dying? Well, everybody I play who dies is usually a bad guy, so, you know, I don't know.
Boromir.
Is it? Oh, no. No, you're right, yeah.
Boromir, Ned Stark.
what am I talking about? They got a good deaths, you know. Got to milk it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, do we have any more questions? Yeah.
Hello. Were there any frustrating moments in your career, and how did you overcome it?
Is that for everyone?
Yeah.
Who wants to take that?
Oh, no.
I've had many frustrating moments. I think we all have, I'm sure. It's just like anything else, is anything that you're really passionate about in your life, you obviously care immensely. There have been many frustrating moments, but how you overcome them is you remember what you're doing it for. And for me, this is every single day that I get to wake up and do this is a day that my dreams are coming true. And I stay grateful about that, is I get to do what I love for a living. I get to go every day and play, and like, as frustrating as anything gets, you stay focused on that. You stay focused on, this is what I'm passionate about, this is what I want to do with my life. And you just keep pushing through, you don't give up, you know. Things always have a tendency of getting better. You go through highs, you go through lows, you ride it out because it's worth it. You have to care enough, you know. That's...
So David, how far along are you guys are just starting to shoot the season right now? You're shooting in Los Angeles, but